Today's horoscope and tarot reading from Astrocademy, Capricorn March 15, 2022. Passions and ambitions intensify today, with Mars and Venus meeting Pluto in your sector of joy. Fortunately, these alignments occur in harmony with your sign, inclining you to make the most of it. You can become very single-minded now, and if you channel this well, you can move mountains. You may experience a strong desire to gain more control over your life, and you're ready to go out on a limb to do so. The day holds great potential for insight and enjoyment. You're exceptionally close to your desires, wants, and needs, which can be disconcerting at first, but enlightening. Acknowledging more deeply buried desires or ambitions is empowering, and it can be a positive turning point. It's also an excellent time for attracting the right resources to you and expressing your ideas or asserting yourself in persuasive, charming ways. Create something from the heart for the best results now. Do they make your heart skip a beat? Single or already in love with your person, there's no denying the magic of today's hauntingly seductive astro weather. Mind you, this is especially true for you, as the moon will continue to illuminate your committed 7th house of significant others and one-on-one connections, which automatically adds a layer of compassion and serendipity to your relationships. And as if this weren't swoon-worthy enough, Venus will be joining forces with smoldering Pluto in Capricorn via your romantic 5th house of love, passion, and pleasure. Need I say more? Your BPM matches the butterflies in your stomach. Indulge without obsessing. How can you go about your paraprofessional obligations with grace? As of today, the moon leaves Aquarius for your opposite sign, which intuitively draws you to your commitments and relationships. You may be daydreaming of wonderful people to work with, playing with all the alternative ways a commitment could work out and what it could produce. As you visualize the potential outcomes of your working relationships and agreements, try to maintain a positive yet realistic perspective. You do not want to accidentally feed into the shadow attributes of the moon like confusion and delusion. The moon returns for its ordinary monthly visit to your financial sector to find a new sense of anticipation in the air. As your financial instincts and imagination kick in, there will be a hint of change in the air, with this last visit before the sun's return picking up on the fact that there is already movement. Especially when it comes to feeling motivated. You're waving off annoying people like houseflies today, but be careful where you swing that swatter. The fly you squash might have been your next pal. Try to distinguish between what's merely buzzing and what actually bites. Things may feel a bit uneasy today, and you are right to listen to yourself at the cost of seeming indifferent to others. There is no better way to protect yourself than to stay true to what you know is right for you. Giving in to the pressure of the outside world can often lead you to unhappiness. Try to enjoy the security of your own privacy, but be careful not to shut yourself in completely. Getting in some soothing yoga is highly recommended. Be sure that you create the type of environment you enjoy the most. The essence of this day can give your sense of color and design a real boost, so why not take advantage of this? Whether it's your workspace or home environment, applying the day's creative energy toward enhancing the spaces you spend so much time in can really help. It can give you a feeling of the new and refreshed, and this will bring more energy to you every day. Give it a try. At the same time that the sun moves into his final 7 days in your relationship sector, you are also just days away from a full moon in Virgo that will put a balance between your personal and relationship needs to the test. This is something that will always happen at this time of year and is key to understanding what you want from your relationships and what they need from you. In between now and then, an abundance of support from the communication gods is giving you a chance to get the communication lines open. As the sun moves into his final 7 days in your relationship sector, there are some hurdles to cross, but at a time when you are fully resourced. It is a full moon that will see the moon clash with the sun, putting a balance between your personal and relationship needs to the test, but not for another 4 days. Until then, there is time to work with Mercury, the planet of communication, to get the communication lines open. Your tarot reading for today. The Fool, the Devil, and Strength. In the next 24 hours, you should expect some surprises. The cards show a restless astral climate with many interactions of an energetic nature. You might try to take advantage of this climate by trying new things on a personal level. In the medium term, this suggests significant changes in material terms, especially in terms of the environment you live in. It could be simple renovations, or, more radically, a move. Anyway, your worldly references seem to be altered by the energies around, and lots of opportunities may present themselves. Personally, I draw your attention to the message of this draw, since the 3 cards that you selected evoke essential changes in your life and maybe even a new start. As such, the notion of luck also seems particularly important since you can prepare for unexpected events, surprises, that should bring a wave of freshness in your life in one way or another. In human terms, the cards evoke new meetings and show that your social environment also seems to be affected by these changes. From now on, you can rely on your ability to handle the unexpected with intuition and clear-sightedness. From my side, I am sure that you will succeed in facing this new astral climate without difficulty, and on a personal level you might come out of this transitional period a stronger person. I'm sure you have understood that these very positive changes in your life should enable you to put aside the personal challenges you are facing today. Our eyes in the sky. You have the morning hours to enjoy the last few drops of Taurus lunar energy, so if you can afford to relax and pamper yourself, that kind of time will be the most enjoyable. If you're working from home, homeschooling your kids, or acting as caregiver to a family member, you'll have to get creative with your alone time. It can be done. No matter what your quarantine circumstances are, you deserve at least a few minutes to yourself to take a long shower or bath, style your hair, your beard, take your time putting on makeup and choosing your favorite, flattering outfit. While all this might seem a bit self-indulgent, look at it this way: the happier you are, the happier you can make others. The moon sextiles the sun early in the afternoon, giving you a much-needed feeling of balance and harmony. While the people around you might be reeling from something they hear on the news or read on social media, you're able to stay calm. You can see both sides of most stories now, and because of this fair-minded perspective, you see no need to panic. Things always work out in the end, don't they? The moon drifts away from steady Taurus and into alert Gemini late in the afternoon, increasing your mental power and giving you all kinds of interesting ideas. If you have a creative job, this is a great time to write down your thoughts so you can share them later with your boss/client/business partner, etc. You have lots of fun little verbal exchange now, and you're able to make a great impression on someone you've been trying hard to impress.